Pennsylvania, 950K. That looks like, well, what do you get? Just the white, is it just the white built, like the bottom and the top part, or do you get that whole strip of land? You definitely do not get the whole strip of land. It's definitely that little, the white storefront with maybe the top part, maybe that single, it's not a single unit, but that single building, but it's connected. So is that worth 950K? I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah, because you have technically, I'm gonna say probably four homes there that you could rent out, maybe 4 rooms, because they all have different windows, and then you also have the storefront. You could make a lot, you could pay off that 950K in no time, because probably rent out each room for at least like 1,200, 1,500, and then the storefront probably drop another like 4K a month there. That'll pay itself off in 2-3, no, that's actually bad math. How many you get, like, what, maybe you get like 48K from the storefront, and then let's say you get another 5, maybe about like 6-7 years you could pay it all off. We'll see though, it depends on if you increase rent or not. You know, there's a lot of variables here. Never been good with rental properties, but it's something I want to get into because you can make a lot of money doing that. What's happening, folks? It is your boy Mr. Spicy in the house. Jared Bronstein here. Today on Top 10 Central Vibe, we are reacting to here's what $1 million gets you in America. I will say there are certain cities, both in America and Canada, Toronto being one of them in Canada, where I live, where $1 million gets you a little shit on the corner of the street, a little box, and then you gotta pay property tax, and then you won't have any money left over. So I'm interested to see what you get in America. There are definitely some cities like New York, like probably Chicago, Los Angeles, some major metropolitan cities that everyone wants to live there, that the houses are gonna be insane. So we're gonna see how much the houses cost in each city, not every single city, because there's a lot of cities, you know, obviously in America, a lot of states, there's like 50 states. 50 is the correct number. See, I'm a very good American. I don't know how many provinces are in Canada, 13? That was a number I just threw out there. I think it's like around there. I probably couldn't even name all the provinces in Canada. Geography was never my thing. I remember, yeah, anyways. Gonna get ready to this one, guys. Smash that like button and let's go. You're watching Top 10 Central Vibe, baby. Alabama, 1.09 million. That looks like a pretty big property. That's a huge driveway that you drive all the way up. They got the garage on the side there. I don't know if they got a pool in the back corner there. That's actually a pretty nice house. For 1.9 million, that's a lot of land, I feel like. But then again, it's Alabama. Who wants to live in Alabama? Unless you're a Roll Tide fan. If you're a fan of the Bama Roll Tide, then obviously you want to live there because they got a great fan base. You know, shout out my boy Jalen Hurts, used to play for the Roll Tide. Shout out my boy Devontae Smith, used to play for the Roll Tide. 2 Eagles now, who I have in fantasy that last week against the Cowboys really, they fucked me but good. So that was a fun one for me, for sure. California, this is, I guess we're going by states. I thought it'd be cities. Turns out we're doing states, and that's okay. California, $1 million. This is a pretty nice house. Not the biggest house in the world, but definitely nice. I mean, again, I wanted to say this is similar to Toronto. You know, back in the day, $1 million in Toronto gets you a huge, massive house. Nowadays, you know, my house, little bungalow. I get, not me personally, my parents have gotten offered for over $1 million. Not for the house itself. They're like, your house is a shithole. I'm like, I know. They're like, well, we want the land that your house is on, so then we could break down the house and rebuild it. And for some reason, you know, my parents were like, nope, we're not doing that. More so my dad. My mom's like, let's sell it. And my dad's like, no. But this is a conversation for my therapist, not for Top 10 Central Vibe. So I'm gonna move on to the next one now with you guys. Michigan, $999,900. That's an ugly house. It's way too much white. It almost looks like someone took white out and just painted the whole house, or took paint cans and just threw white paint all over this. I don't like that one. No, not a fan of this one. This seems like a very Michigan house. You know, this is a very, I don't know how to describe it better than that, but this just seems very Michigan. I don't know why, but I don't like it. It's just too plain. It's too plain Jane for me. I like some of the, you know, let's get some cobblestone. I feel like that's not the right, you don't want cobblestone. You like some like bricks, or maybe some, what other houses look nice that I like? None of these houses really, but that's not it for me. I don't like that. It's too, it looks like the White House almost. Like, you're not the president of the United States. You don't need a house to look like that. Not a bad house. Property looks big. I just don't like the outside of it, so I would not pay that much money, because then you're gonna have to pay another $100,000 to paint the house. Maybe less. I really don't know how much it costs to paint a house, but when you can pay $1 million for a house, you'd think they want to upsell you like crazy and be like, you know, you gotta do 4 coats, because if you do 3, the rain's gonna make it come off. I don't know. I got a lot to say today, don't I, guys? Do I have any poppy seeds in my teeth? No. No, I don't think so. Cool. All right, last but not least, we got New York. This house, if you guys ever saw the show White Collar, this is the kind of house that it reminds me of here. 998K. This is, again, not a bad house, but I just don't love that it's attached. It also kind of looks like the house from How I Met Your Mother, or at least the front of it. I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure. I never really watched that show. But again, I don't like the idea of having attached houses. I'm not a fan. I'd rather, like, if you're gonna have an attached house, you might as well have a condo and apartment. You know what I mean? Because the walls aren't that thick. Or maybe they are. I really don't know. I've been in my same house for majority of my life that I really don't know what it's like to live in close proximity with someone. I will say when I went to university, I did stay on the dorm for like the 6 months that I was there. And you don't always hear things next door, but the walls weren't that thick, so you heard a lot of stuff. And on that note, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Let me know which state you guys wanna live in if you had $1 million. I think personally, I would probably choose California. Actually, I don't know. I don't love California's. Nah, I was there for a bit. The weather's really nice. You know, I don't mind it, but I don't know if I would want to live there. I don't really know where I would want to live. Maybe I'd just get a cabin somewhere in the California hills. But they also always have wildfires, so maybe that wouldn't be a good idea. I don't know, they got bears too, mountain lions. I don't think they have bears. They definitely have mountain lions though. Anyways, guys, gonna wrap this one up. I've been your boy, as you can see, Mr. Spicy. Don't forget the name, that's why I wear the shirt, which I just, yeah, there it is. Make sure to smash that like button. You've been watching Top 10 Central Vibe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Mwah.